When it comes to sports debates, the most common ones that arise are things like, who is the best quarterback ever? Is LeBron James near the level of Michael Jordan, Cristiano Ronaldo, or Lionel Messi? But how about the greatest wide receiver ever? Most people will tell you Jerry Rice, but guys like Randy Moss were more ultra-athletic and had better all-around hands, size, speed, and skills. But what about other receivers who played decades before these guys? Let us do our part in settling the debate. I'm Justin Fraction, and here are the 10 greatest wide receivers in NFL history. Number 10, Cris Carter. Carter was a phenom with the 1998 Minnesota Vikings. At the time, he, Randall Cunningham, and Randy Moss teamed up to form the highest-scoring offense ever. Their 556 points are the third most ever in a season. Carter had 78 catches, 1,011 yards, and 12 touchdowns that year. He made the Pro Bowl 8 years in a row from 1993 to 2000 and leads the Viking records for most catches, touchdowns, and receiving yards. The Hall of Famer finished his career with 1,101 catches, 13,899 yards, and his 130 touchdown receptions are fourth most all-time. Number 9, Tim Brown. The sixth overall pick from the 1988 NFL Draft spent 16 years with the Raiders franchise and led them to a 2002 AFC Championship, though they would get blasted in the Super Bowl. Brown was named to the NFL's 1990s All-Decade Team and made it to 9 Pro Bowls. The 1987 Heisman Trophy winner holds a boatload of records. Nobody has matched his 10 straight seasons with at least 75 catches or his 147 games with at least one catch. Brown caught 1,904 passes for 14,934 yards and 105 touchdowns. He ranked 6th all-time in receiving yards. Number 8, Marvin Harrison. A man who had the fortunes of playing with arguably the best quarterback ever in Peyton Manning. There was no better QB-WR duel than these two. These two teamed up for 953 receptions, 112 touchdowns, and 12,756 passing yards, all records for a quarterback receiving combination. Harrison was an 8-time Pro Bowler, 3-time first-team All-Pro, and named to the NFL's 2000s All-Decade Team. The Hall of Famer caught 1,102 passes for 14,580 receiving yards and 128 touchdowns. He is 7th all-time in receiving yards and 5th all-time in receiving touchdowns. Number 7, Michael Irvin. One of the key parts of the Dallas Cowboys dynasty in the 90s that won 3 Super Bowls. Irvin also made headlines for his off-the-field drug issues. Let's put those behind us. On an offense that featured star quarterback Troy Aikman and running back Emmitt Smith, Dallas won 3 Super Bowls in 4 years, from 1992 to 1995. He made it to the Pro Bowl 5 years in a row from 1991 to 95. He was named to the NFL's All-Decade Team in the 90s. Irvin also had 11 games with at least 100 receiving yards in 1995. The Hall of Famer's numbers are impressive: 750 catches, 11,904 yards, and 65 touchdowns. Irvin is 25th all-time in receiving. Number 6, Lance Alworth. The younger generation may not be familiar with the name, as Alworth was primarily one of the league's elite wideouts during the 1960s. In 11 NFL seasons spent with the Chargers and Cowboys, he was a 7-time All-Star, Super Bowl champion, and named to the NFL's 75th Anniversary All-Team. Alworth caught 542 passes for 10,266 yards and 24 touchdowns. Number 5, Steve Largent. One of the greatest draft steals ever at number 117 over in 1976. Largent became one of the NFL's greatest players of his era immediately. After spending his rookie year in Houston, he moved it to the Seattle Seahawks, where he spent 14 incredible years. He made it to 7 Pro Bowls and was named to the 1980s All-Decade Team. He had 819 catches for 13,089 yards and 100 touchdowns. He is 18th all-time in career receiving yards. Number 4, Terrell Owens. The king of touchdown celebrations and having a big ego and having epic post-game rants. Seriously, anybody who hated T.O. probably actually loved him, but wouldn't admit it. No NFL player in recent history was such a character like him. How big of an impact does he still make today, despite being out of the league since 2010? Well, his touchdown celebrations. He revolutionized them. So as far as his career goes, 6 Pro Bowls, a 5-time first-team All-Pro, part of the NFL All-Decade Team of the 2000s, and his 2nd all-time in receiving with 15,394. His 153 touchdowns are 3rd most ever. He had 1,078 receptions. He's the only guy to register a touchdown against all teams. Yep, Owens was truly a legend, all right. We wish he'd keep playing. Number 3, Don Hutson. Yeah, chances are most of you born in the 90s or later won't be so familiar with Mr. Hutson's career. Basically, he was the first true superstar wideout in American football. He was a 4-time champion with the Green Bay Packers, The 8-time first-team All-Pro led the league in receiving 7 times and in touchdowns 9 times. He won 2 MVPs and reached 4 Pro Bowls. Part of the NFL's All-Decade Team in the 30s, he was also named to the NFL's 75th Anniversary All-Time Team. He notched 4,988 catches for 4,991 yards and 99 touchdowns in his career. Number 2, Randy Moss. He didn't win number 1 on our list, but he sure as heck may have been the most genetically gifted wideout ever. His 6'4", 230-pound frame, blazing speed, and toughness made Moss a once-in-a-lifetime wideout. Moss's 23 touchdowns with the Patriots in 2007 remain a single-season record, where he led them to a 16-0 regular season. The 6-time Pro Bowler led the league in touchdowns on 5 occasions. Part of the NFL's 2000s All-Decade Team, Moss had 982 career catches for 15,292 yards and 156 touchdowns. He's 3rd all-time in receiving and 2nd in touchdown receptions. And number 1, Jerry Rice. The NFL's all-time leader in receptions, touchdowns, and receiving yards. A 3-time Super Bowl champion with the San Francisco 49ers dynasty of the 80s and 90s, Rice reached 13 Pro Bowls, was a 10-time first-team All-Pro and league MVP. He made the NFL All-Decades team in both the 80s and 90s and part of the 75th Anniversary team. Rice retired with 1,549 catches, 22,895 receiving yards, and 197 touchdowns. Again, all records. Did we miss any NFL receiver, and who else could make this list? Join us in the comments below. If you like this video and learned a thing or two, clicking the like button helps us out a ton, and we appreciate it. If this is your first time coming around to Total Pro Sports, though, subscribing is a great idea because we put out videos like this every single day. But as always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.